Hello guys, welcome back. This is part of step 2, building our midsole part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1 of building our midsole, you got to go back, watch it, complete it, and then come over here. Okay, so at this stage, everybody should have their sole already cut out with their names on it and their 2 midsole pieces that they have cut. You want to make sure this part is something that you need to measure, so please make sure that you're not just blindly cutting a rectangle. You actually have to measure it out. And we did that in step 1. So what you're going to take is you are going to get your hot glue gun. Please make sure it is a hot glue gun. I need your safety form. So if you don't have your safety form, you cannot use this. I need the safety form from you before you're allowed to use this. They are over in the 3D station. It is the second to bottom drawer. Take it out. Plug it in. Notice I am gluing on top of something, so I am not gluing directly over the table or wherever you are, because that's how you get the glue stuck everywhere. So what we're going to do is we are going to carefully add glue along the perimeter, and if you run out, I have a spare glue stick with me, of the shoe. You can do this bit by bit. You don't have to do it all in one go, but I'm kind of just loading up the side with some hot glue. So I'm going to start there, and I am going to carefully place on, ow, I just burned myself. Carefully place on the midsole piece that we cut out. I'm trying to lift, I want to lift it up to show you without actually letting go. So see how I'm kind of placing it? It's almost like a little shelf. So placing it, we will also end up using some manila tape to kind of reinforce this. I'm going to get another glue stick in there. This video might be a little longer because I have to go through all the steps. You can fast forward if you want, but you want to go all the way around the shoe until you have successfully glued the entire thing. And I got to hold it for 20 to 30 seconds. And this is the part where peeling off one side of it is very, very helpful because it makes it more bendy. So that you can kind of piece it all the way around. So this part is kind of boring. I'm just pressing it down until it dries. I should have got tape. Where's the tape? I don't know where I put my tape. But this is the part where I typically take a couple pieces of manila tape so that way it can reinforce it. So you can see it's already starting to stick. And I'm going to keep going all the way around. This part is kind of a little tedious because you got to line it up just so with the edge. One thing I want you to notice is that on my shoe, the back part of the midsole is thicker, so I made sure that the thicker part of my rectangle cutout is on the back part of the shoe. So I'm pressing. I'm gonna go get green tape. I'll be right back. Even better, I found the manila tape. Okay, so I'm pressing. This is the part where I like to rip off little pieces of tape. And I kind of press them down. And again, guys, don't worry about what this looks like. If it looks ugly, it's okay because we're going to end up covering this entire thing almost in paper mache. But I went up, over, and behind, and that just reinforces it just as the glue dries. Especially on the back where it kind of doesn't want to stay. This just makes it a bit easier. So I'm holding it. Off a piece of tape. I'm kind of taping it on. This is kind of trial and error, guys. A lot of it has to do with the cardboard piece you have. If it's a more bendy piece versus a more kind of like stiff piece, it can be a little bit easier, more difficult. So I am going to show you guys half, so I can just show you guys what it looks like. So this video isn't 20 minutes of watching me do this. So this is half of the midsole, as you see, just like that. This is we got the sole, midsole, and then we're gonna start building the toe cap and the backstay. But this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna repeat the same step just with the other side until it's completely covered all the way around. And then you can again use tape to kind of reinforce it if you need. And this is part 2. I'm just not gonna record the whole thing so it's not super long. But if you get stuck or have questions, please let me know ASAP.